Good morning, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Friday video at St. Paul's. Behind me, many of you will recognize the banner lovingly made by our own Nancy Smith. These past 6 months, she so graciously took all of our old vestments, our old altar hangings, and parapets, which is a fancy word for those things that dangle over the pulpit and over the lectern, and turned it into this beautiful banner. Lauren Michaels designed the logo that you see in the middle that Nancy put together by quilting it into the midst of these old frontals from the altar. Nancy also removed all the embroidery on all of those vestments, all these crosses and symbols of the faith that you'll find on the back side of this, and sewed them back into this beautiful alignment that speaks to our common history. I offer you this day this vision behind me for a number of reasons. One, I want to say another thank you to Nancy for all this hard work and this loving gift to the community. Two, I want you to be reminded that behind you on that piece of fabric is 100 years of people's prayers, their hopes, their dreams, their disappointments, their sorrows. And I want to remind you that in the middle of that emblem, that anchor, speaks to us of the hope to which we're called. This is a week where we need hope. There have been countless, and I say countless, episodes this week of the changes and chances of life that have barreled into people's lives and forced them to ask hard questions about what it means to be a child of God, what it means to be a person of faith, and what it means to be somebody who grieves. We've had at least 4 people die that are intimately connected to our parish, some unexpectedly, some tragically, and others expected but still heartbreaking. I've also talked to many of you who are still grieving the loss of loved ones that you thought would be with you for a very long time. And yes, while death is a part of life, when it comes unexpectedly, or even when we expect it, we're never ready to let go of the people we love. We are never ready to let them go. God finds us in the midst of these sorrows. And Ernest Hemingway once said that the world breaks everyone, but some are strong in the broken places. We need God to help us mend those broken places so that we can find our way back to a place upon which we can stand. Because when something tragic happens, we feel like the earth shakes beneath us. A young woman said to me this week as she was wrestling with the loss of someone she loved unexpectedly, I know that God doesn't give us more than we can handle, but gosh, sometimes it feels like more than we can handle. I don't think it's God doling this stuff out. I think it's the world. But I do believe that God is there in the midst of us, in the midst of the world, loving us, showing us how to become strong in the broken places, and never leaving us or forsaking us, even when we feel like we have been abandoned. Even and most definitely at those moments where we feel like we've been abandoned. Sometimes God is in the darkness. Our job is to trust that God loves us, and that God is relentless in the pursuit of us, and that God longs to be in relationship with us. And every time that we have an inkling to pray, or even if we have a moment where we want to push that God away, that's really God initiating in us the desire to be connected to us. So wherever you find yourself this week, especially if you're grieving, know that you don't do it alone, that the communion of saints as represented behind us in that banner is with you, praying on your behalf, because they know too that God is with us, praying on our behalf, with us in the midst of it. And that the people of St. Paul's are praying with you too. Keep the faith, my friends, and trust that the faith can and will keep you.